What's going on, everybody? This is Nick with Upgraded Health. My very first video since I rebranded my entire website and YouTube and everything from Fit Women for Life to Upgraded Health. Because I want to help you not only upgrade your body, health, mind, and everything in between, but I want to help you upgrade your life through awesome dietary changes, exercise changes, mindset strategies, and everything in between. Because when you're transforming your body, it is an all-encompassing journey. Everything is affected, everything needs to change, and in a positive way. In today's video, I'm going to go over the 7 daily diet mistakes you might be making that are actually leading to more belly fat. And the really sad, frustrating part about these mistakes is that a lot of people will say this is something that you're doing that's beneficial, when in fact it's counterproductive, especially when it comes to your metabolism and hormones. Everything I teach, all of my programs, will always come back to your metabolism and your hormones control your metabolism. So these daily diet mistakes you're making, or you could be making, hopefully you're not, but if you are, then it's not too late to change. These mistakes are leading to hormonal imbalances, which slow down your metabolic rate, which is your everything, your primary way that you're going to go from fat storing to fat burning. I have a lot of videos on how to take your body from fat storing to fat burning. This is one of them. I might repeat a few of the things, but sometimes we need to hear things a lot of times before they make sense and before we can start making the necessary changes. All right, now remember, mistakes are proof that you are trying. So number one, don't dwell on these mistakes if you've made them in the past or you're currently making them. The best thing you can do is, the best thing you can do, of course, is the best that you are or what you currently know. So take this video and run with it. Don't be upset that you've made mistakes, and let's get right into it. So the first daily diet mistake you're making is not addressing your gut inflammation. I always start when I talk about your metabolism or anything like that, trying to go from fat storing to fat burning, because all health begins in your gut. When you eat, it goes straight to your gut. Any stress, your lack of sleep, anything like that, it all affects your gut. Have you ever read that book, Why Do Zebras Get Ulcers? The entire book, it's like 400 pages, talks about how stress causes ulcers, gut inflammation, and any disease related to your gut and your stomach. Because our gut is like our second brain. So if we think stressful thoughts, if we do stressful activities, if we eat low quality foods, if we're not exercising or over exercising, it's all affecting our gut. And our gut controls most of our biochemistry in the brain related to hormones. So like leptin, ghrelin, are influenced with the communication from your gut to your brain. So if you're not addressing gut inflammation by, of course, avoiding inflammatory foods, eating anti-inflammatory foods, going on really short gut detoxification protocols, like I start off in all of my programs. And I mean short because a lot of these gut programs make you go too long and they end up having breaking your metabolism. And once you break your metabolism, it's very difficult to fix. So the very first thing you should do every day when you sit down for a meal is think and ask yourself, is this meal helping my gut or is it contributing to inflammation? Daily diet mistake number 2, believing that late night eating automatically leads to weight gain. First, I want to address these hard and fast rules that are sometimes ingrained in our brains when experts or other people make you think that just because you're eating late at night is automatically leading to weight gain. Now, if I made a list of the top 20 things that are leading to weight gain, late night eating would be on that list. However, it would be more about what foods you're eating and how much of those foods, instead of just the fact that you are eating at night. What if you're eating late at night some organic, raw grass-fed cheese with a small amount of grapes or something like that? Well, that's probably not going to lead to weight gain. But if you're eating, Bluebell ice cream or Haagen-Dazs late at night for a lot of like 3 or 4 days a week, then yeah, that might lead to weight gain. If you're trying to lose weight and get in a calorie deficit, which is involved with losing weight, which you'll see that that's not necessarily true either, then eating late at night does lead to weight gain sometimes. But don't just believe it as a set rule. So you can eat late at night, you just need to know what to eat. Number 3 diet mistake is believing that superfoods are the answer to everything. We've become a nation that is obsessed with superfoods. We try to throw them in our smoothies, chia seeds, flax seeds, goji berries, maca root, all these types of things, all these superfoods and magical antioxidants. You cannot out superfood a bad diet, just like you can't out exercise a bad diet, just like you can't out diet a bad mindset. We need to bring it all together and start with a foundation of real awesome whole foods, balanced meals, listening to your body when you're eating certain things. Of course, fixing your main metabolic factors like your gut, like your thyroid, adrenal glands, liver, things like that. Your superfoods are great and all. They have good nutrients and antioxidants and all that stuff that you need, but it's not the answer to your belly fat prayers usually. The answer to your belly fat, getting rid of belly fat, stubborn belly fat especially, is learning the basics. Foods, how to balance, how to cycle your carbs for your activity days, how to exercise, making sure you're managing stress, getting enough sleep, and all those basic things that can really make your life very simple. All right, snacks. So not being strategic with your snacks. Snacking can make or break your weight loss efforts. If you're eating the wrong foods that are spiking insulin, or if you're not snacking that is helping control your insulin, those two things can lead to more belly fat gain. Once you understand how to macro balance your main meals with carbs, proteins, and fats, you do the same things with your snacks, 2 or 3 snacks a day, 1 to 3 snacks a day. Learn how to snack strategically for more importantly, your insulin and blood sugar levels, which can really accelerate your metabolism and help you burn an extra 300 calories a day if you're snacking the right way, which of course I teach in most of my programs. Carbs. Carbs are a really interesting, unique topic when it comes to weight gain. In this regard, a diet mistake that many people are making is limiting and cutting and restricting carbs too low for too long. Guess what? Our cells, which regulate everything in our body's primary fuel source, like what they want to eat the most, is glucose, which is a carb. And if you avoid carbs for too long, the only other way to get glucose is from your muscle tissue. And your muscle tissue is the biggest metabolically active tissue you have. And that is what is going to accelerate your fat burning metabolism. If you cut carbs for too long, now cutting carbs is a very strategic, efficient, effective way to get rid of stubborn belly fat, but you need to do it the right way. Usually in the first week of all of my programs, I show people how to go on a carb cycling, macro balancing method of eating, which I've seen awesome results, anywhere from 3 to 7 pounds lost in the first week. Now generally that's not super healthy, but when you do it the right way, it can be healthy, and more importantly, you can keep it off. All right, last 2 here, calories. Believing all calories are created equal is a really huge misconception in today's fitness, bodybuilding, physique competition mindset, because a lot of these people they have awesome looking bodies, tons of muscle, ripped up, and we think, oh, I want to look like them. Most of these people are going on if it fits your macros type of diet. So as long as they eat any food, as long as it fits their 1,800 calories a day. And to me, that is sending a wrong message, because food quality is much more important than food quantity, especially if you have a history of dieting, restricting calories and carbs, and any type of hormonal imbalance. So women over 35, when hormones start changing, really need to be very conscious and aware of going on these types of if it fits your macro type of diet. We need to focus on food quality first because that's going to be the fastest way to balance and optimize your hormones. And now, connected to that is going on any diets. That, of course, is the biggest daily diet mistake that people, especially women, but men too, are going on calorie restrictive diets, believing that cutting calories, going on these 800 calorie HCG diets, taking pills like Hydroxycut are the way to lose weight. Remember what I said earlier in this video, it's all about the basics. Start with food quality, know what foods are the best proteins, fats, and carbs. Some carbs are bad, some carbs are good. Same with proteins, same with fat. Start with increasing the amount of protein. Protein is going to be your best fat loss food because it suppresses your appetite because it it really satisfies your appetite. And the best way to suppress your appetite is to satisfy your appetite with awesome macro and micronutrients. And then of course your fats. Understand how fats affect your body. Know which ones are pro-inflammatory, know which ones are anti-inflammatory. And then that's your basics. And then learn how to balance these meals. What types of carbs, what types of proteins, what types of fats to make with every meal and snack. And then you can start learning about carb cycling with your activity days. And then you can start learning about your exercise. How much exercise should you be doing? Not very much, by the way. Of course, I didn't include this in the daily diet mistakes because we're talking about just specifically diet nutrition. But the biggest takeaway from this video, I want it to be that do not go on calorie restrictive diets. Go on a program that helps show you how to create a whole food, sustainable, enjoyable diet program, similar to my 3-week metabolism diet. And there's a link below this video that you can check out and see how women are eating more and exercising less for awesome belly fat reducing results. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos like this. I'll be shooting a lot more since I created the new and improved upgraded health website. We'll talk to you soon.